Yo, yo, yo! All
Yo,
right, we are live. Let me tag everybody.
how many people we got in here?
All right, we got 3 people in here right now. There's a lot of people online though, so hopefully they start flooding in. Um, Man, this is gonna be fun. This is
Well, ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to get a
probably
little nervous.
this was um the most. This is gonna sound crazy, but this was the most fun I had in BYO. Like making this list and like reaching out to people to um to get everybody's team. Um, yeah, we're gonna do it like this again next year. So, I mean, I think this is a really good way of doing it.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
shit's crazy.
yeah, Justin, I liked it a lot. I mean, I felt like people had to do their own research. They had to go with their gut. It wasn't just like, yo, this team's open, this team's open. We'll just give you them because they fell to 10 and no one else wants them and they're a good team. Like people actually had to do their own research and figure out who they wanted, and not do it based off of, well, I know this person's here and I know this person went to this team. Everybody, picked for their own reasons. I mean, there's no way you can avoid anyone. There's no. Why you good, bro?
Buddy said, "Why do I feel like I blew the last pick?"
Um, but yeah, everybody, if y'all joining in, please comment. Let us know you're here. When we get to about 20 people, we'll start talking about the list. 27 people said they were going to be here, so we're not starting until at least 20 people show up. Appreciate it, Lent Willie. But yeah, like I said, it was a good concept. Like Justin said, I think people couldn't run. People couldn't, oh, well, I know this person's there, so I'm going to go across here so that way I don't have to worry about him in conference. Like, what's good, Ajami? What's up, Rashawn? So everybody had to pick and just let fate decide where you was going to be. What's up, Daniel? And that's just what it ended up being. I'm not going to lie, bro, before I kind of give you your thoughts before we start. The whole time I wasn't nervous because like the team selection. What's up, Bobby? I'm gonna start calling him Bobby, bro. I'm not calling him me no more, bro. I don't know why I keep calling him me, bro. I'm calling him Bobby from now on, bro. It's just a lot easier to call him that. What's good, Marquise? So the whole time, what's good, Savage? The whole time I was like nervous that I was gonna screw up, bro. Like that I was gonna accidentally skip somebody. Like I had to like double check over and over. Like I counted so many times. Like did I make sure I went in order? Because the last thing I wanted to do was like at the very end, like somebody say like I didn't pick yet, and I realized like, oh, you was picked 15 and I forgot about you. Like that would have been so bad. It would have ruined everything. What's up, David? I got you, Snoop. I got you. What's up, Bryce? Mike Jones. All right, so I think that's around 20. So we're gonna go ahead and get this underway. Again, I am the only one that knows everybody's pick. For those of you guys who don't know, I sent my list in before anybody started picking. So I had a list from 1 to 8. Obviously, I got one of my teams, and I sent it to the commissioner so that way they knew that I wasn't hunting anybody or anything like that. So that's already figured out. What's up, Trill? I don't know about that comment, but what's up? But it's gonna be fun. So Brandon's gonna give his authentic reaction. I made the basically the list of the conference odds. So we're gonna reveal conference odds from worst odds to win the conference to best odds to win the conference or best chances. He has no idea who's on the list. He has no idea the realignment or anything like that. I'll explain as we go. This is going to be a hell of a live show. This is probably going to be the most fun live show we've had. So you guys stay in here for the whole thing. Don't just see what team you have and then a couple other teams and then leave out. Let's make this one fun. Let's get some who the hell is Quincy? Oh, Q. I was about to say, who's Quincy Wagner, bro? Yeah, that's Q. He's just new to the league, so I didn't recognize the name. But we're gonna get right into it. So let's get right into it. So
I ain't gonna lie, if I feel like somebody fumbled the bag,
yeah, of course. So I'm gonna ask you like
know.
I'm gonna ask you like, how do you feel about this pick? How do you feel about the conference as a whole, the makeup of the conference? Do you feel like it's stuff like that? Pause. What did I say?
I think he was talking about he might have been talking about Trill when he was like Daddy's home or some shit. Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe I said something, but I didn't catch. But let's get right into it. So the first conference we're going to talk about, in my opinion, is the most stacked conference in BYL26. In my opinion, it's the best conference. What's up, Dev? It's the best conference in my opinion as far as the makeup goes. And later on, we're going to talk about it and stuff like that. But Oh, I didn't even hold up.
Yeah, I don't even see shit.
Hold up. I ain't even pull up on the screen. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, let me pull up this screen. There. All right, now we're talking. All right, BYL26, fellas.
You said this is the most stacked conference?
This to me is the best conference. I think this is the toughest conference. I'll put toughest conference. That's what I think. So let's get right into it. The American Conference.
Ooh.
Okay. So before we get right into it, did you expect the American Conference to be quote unquote toughest? Now you might disagree after all this said and done, but early reaction to me saying that American is the toughest conference.
I was thinking the Mountain West, to be honest with you, because the California and the Texas teams, how they lined up.
Mhm.
I was thinking that was gonna be the toughest, but I also know like a lot of those people that were up front had the highest odds to get those picks, so I'm assuming they probably took those teams out. So I could see why because I thought the American was going to be the weakest, but majority of the good users were at the back, so it seems like they might have flooded the American.
All right, we're gonna get right into it, fellas. So the user with the worst odds, and again, before we get started, don't take any of this disrespectfully to heart. I'm just projecting based off of your team you have, so the situation you're in, what we know about you. It's your all-time record. If you're new to the league, I did my best to kind of put you in based on the little bit of knowledge I have about you. But again, don't take it as disrespect. If you're the last person, then you're able to prove me wrong right out the gate. If you're the top, then you have a target on your back. Am I glitching out or lagging or anything or no?
I mean, it's normal to me.
All right, hopefully, let me know if I'm lagging on your guys anyways, because my Wi-Fi is kind of screwing up. But yeah, so if you're at the bottom, don't take it as disrespect. Obviously, it's all fun and games. At the end of the day, I have to put you somewhere, and we'll kind of go as we go. But the last pick, or not last pick, I'm getting a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Hey. What's up, Fred? Oh, wait. Fred. You got my text? Yes or no? Before I even start revealing, yes or no, Fred? What's up, Zay? I need to know right now. Yes or no?
I know this shit starting to make me nervous.
No. Never mind. I got it. I see his text. All right, I just wanted to double check. I just want to double check. I got you. I just had asked him if he wanted to get on here and give his initial reaction as well. That's why I texted him before all this. But we're good. All right, man. The last, the worst odds to win the American Conference. Fresh with Memphis.
Coach Fresh.
The fourth pick. He has plus 3,000 odds. So those of you guys who are not betting people, the higher the plus number is the worse is like the more of a long shot you are. So basically, if you bet $100, you win 3,000. So those are the odds we're using, kind of like DraftKings, FanDuel, stuff like that. So Coach Fresh ended up with Memphis with the fourth pick. What is your thoughts about Memphis and Fresh?
I'm like I said, I don't think he dropped the bag here. I think Memphis was one of the better teams. He's pick 4. I would definitely.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Something's not right. Give me 1 second.
This man got technical difficulty.
Oh, that's tough. Bro. That's tough,
Come on, bro.
And you know what the worst part is? They're gonna go in and look at it, bro.
Hopefully they don't do that.
They're gonna ruin it, bro. That's crazy.
Come on, man. I had technical difficulties.
I messed up the that's tough, bro. That's so tough. They're gonna go in and do it. But I messed up the conference names. That's what it was.
Damn, so this is not the American.
It's not the American.
So this is the MAC.
All right, we're gonna start some light skin shit. This is the MAC. This is the MAC.
Okay,
not the American. All right.
Okay.
Next team is Meade.
Okay. Tulane Meade. I'm not mad at. I kind of thought Tulane was probably gonna be pick 1 or 2 to see they fell at 5. It's a little surprising to me, but I mean, I'm not mad at this. I'm glad that they didn't drop the bag.
So Tulane, I'm trying to keep my cool here because I know people are in here ruining it for themselves. But it's only one conference, so it's fine. But Tulane is a really good team, 5th pick. I just feel like I said, it's a very tough conference. So that's where Meade ended up. I kind of want to fly through these now because I know people are already looking at them, so it's like whatever. Next pick we have Zach and Arkansas State at plus 2,000. Plus 2,000.
A little surprising to me. I didn't think he would go here. Zach at 10. I just didn't think he was going to take this team at 10. They're not a bad team. I know they got a Jalen Rayner and Rucker on their team. I think they got some key pieces, but there's a lot. There was a lot more teams out there. We'll see though, because I don't know who's in. I don't know who 9 down was.
So they're 69 overall, 69 offensive defense, and 69 defense. So
yeah, I looked at them. I thought they was going to be there in the 20s.
All right, next team we have Bryce and Rice.
Ooh. Bryce taking a Texas team. I thought he was going to take Washington State. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he was going to be out west, or in Georgia or something. I didn't think he would take Texas. This is a surprise to me, and to see him this low on the list, and I'm really high on him coming into this game. How many people's in this conference? 11 or 10?
Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in this conference.
So middle of the road type at 6, I think. Yeah. This is a deep conference. I was pretty high on Bryce coming in here. Depending who we see next, I'm not too surprised on what I see from below Bryce, but at Bryce, I think it's going to start getting a little shaky.
And again, I want to reiterate, this is the MAC, not the American. I screwed up.
Yeah.
All right, next team, we have Franco and North Texas. With the 2nd overall pick, he went North Texas. So we have 3 of the top 5 picks are in the MAC conference.
I think this is a good pick. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he fumbled.
You called this pick. You called this pick.
Yeah, I called this. I knew he was going to. I knew he couldn't get UTEP, so I thought he was going to North Texas. I had North Texas on my list, and we see how far they went up.
Yeah, so everybody's saying North Texas at 2. He actually sent me a video of his pick. And he had a North Texas hat, a hoodie, a shirt, a mug.
Ready.
But boy, he was ready. So he went North Texas. So I know he's really excited about using them. So shout out to Franco there.
I think he lives right by the campus too. So
all right,
great pick.
Next up, we have Dev Rufus and La Tech. How do you feel about Dev Rufus going to Louisiana?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was going back out west.
Wait. Franco chose North Texas, and North Texas overall is a 72 overall. He is the 1, 2, 3, tied for the 4th best overall in the conference.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I don't think he fumbled that pick at all. I mean, he believes in his ability as a coach. So I had them on my list as well, and I didn't think they were going to go as far as they did. So
yeah, solid. La Tech here.
This is definitely
67
one of those
overall.
that caught me off guard. I didn't think Dev was going to end up in Louisiana.
Tied for the worst overall team in the conference, by the way, at 67.
Man.
So
hopefully he did his research.
Yes,
that boys is down bad.
But Steele at 27. All right, next up we have Alberto and Texas State.
Hey man, I started my career off last year at Texas State, and I went back and looked at the roster this year. They have some key pieces. Got him at 26. I think that's a steal. I thought the Texas teams were going to go really quick. As you've seen one off the board at 2. I didn't think Texas State would be at 26. So I think this is a steal right here.
Yes, and Texas State is a 69 overall, 69 offense, 71 defense. So really good pipeline, obviously. Alberto was JMU last year, Charlotte, and then Arizona. And yeah, so now
he was going to go a Texas team. I thought he was going to try to get North Texas because I think he lives up there as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he said North Texas first and you told him that wasn't available.
Next up, we have Brandon and Jack State.
Ooh,
at plus 400. We will find out. Brandon at Jack State.
Hey, I took the team that I wanted for the longest. I got Jack State. I'm back in Alabama. I know my roster. I've been using them since the game dropped, and I've been excited for months. So, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm not gonna speak too much on myself, so I might let Steven.
Yeah, I mean, he's been talking about this team for a while, alluding to this team for like the last 3 or 4 months in real life. The 28th pick, he got the team he wanted. So very, very late. As you guys can see, the last 3 teams that were revealed was 26, 27, 28. So a lot of I guess not parity, but a lot of depth here in this conference when you have somebody super late this high on the list.
Zion Turner went to Marshall, but we
and Jack State is also a 67 overall, 69 offense, 66 defense. This team has the worst defense in the conference. And it's tied for the worst overall.
Hey, we ain't worried about that though. We're coming different. I told y'all.
I got you.
But who's number 1 though is the real question.
Trill and Southern Miss.
Now I told you, bro. Who was the first team I called?
Southern Miss.
And I said that motherfucker Trill got him.
So,
I knew his ass got him, bro. That's crazy.
Trill is from Mississippi. He got him at pick 17.
I think this was the best team in the damn game.
This is a hot commodity from picks 20 to 32. A lot of people named this team.
Yeah, I didn't think this team would make it to me. But yeah, I was really high on this team. I was doing a lot of research before the game came out, and yeah, shout out to Trill. That is one of the best picks, and I think
so. This is a very good conference so far.
Oh yeah, and there's more.
There's one more name.
Oh man,
there's a very good conference so far.
Who we got
with the best odds to win the MAC this year, and who has the second best team in the G5 selected is Coach Savage and UTSA.
Savage with UTSA, that's not a bad pick at all. Yeah, this bitch is loaded. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This conference is a loaded conference.
This is loaded. This is a lot of comp in this conference for sure.
Southern Miss, by the way, Southern Miss was a 72 overall. Savage has a 77 overall team, so he's tied with Fresh and Meade as far as in conference as far as team overall. He gets them at the 15th pick. He was very surprised to get this team when we were DMing. That's a good pick, man. He did not think he was going to get this team.
That's a great pick. And this conference is loaded.
Yes, and I think they're a 1.5 star. But like I said, I think they have the most 80 plus overall players on their team. I looked at the roster like an hour ago. He is going to be very, very good. He said, I coached the starting middle linebacker. I had to take them. Got you. So this is the MAC conference. Christian, this is the MAC. I screwed up and I don't know why I put the American, but this is the MAC. This is the MAC conference. In my opinion, this is the toughest conference to be in. As you guys can see by the odds, again, the lower your number, the lower your number, the better your odds is to win the conference. So as you guys can see, Savage has the best odds, in my opinion. He's tied for the best team. And then you have Trill right behind him, Brandon, and then you have a 3-way tie from Alberto, Dev, and Franco. And then it kind of falls off a bit because Rice, Arkansas State, they both are really bad teams. And obviously you guys see who you have to play in conference. Tulane and Memphis are really good teams, but you see who you have to play in conference. So it's going to be a tough conference for sure. It's going to be fun to see how it shakes out. With that being said, we're going to move on to the next conference. Before I move on, is there anything that surprised you in this conference?
I don't know who's other teams as of right now, but I think the Arkansas State's a solid team. I think they surprised me a little bit. I think Bryce surprised me with Rice, but 22 isn't that bad. He didn't have the greatest number. Like I said, I don't know who's picked. I think this bitch is loaded. We're gonna have a lot of new rivals. I haven't played Trill. I played Trill a couple times. I think I only played Dev twice. Me and Alberto had some early games when he first joined. There's gonna be a lot more rivals in this conference, and this is a loaded conference for sure.
And I do want to say also, if you guys paid attention, if you guys looked at the graphic Brandon put out with all the teams are available on the map, there's 4 Texas teams on this picture. So that's going to tell you there was a lot of teams out west that were chosen. So
sure. all of the many Texas teams to be in here. I see a couple of them.
There's Rice, North Texas, Texas State, UTSA. All 4 Texas teams moved out of the Mountain West. That's how many teams that were chosen out west. A total of 15 teams were chosen out west. So
that's crazy.
That's half of the league wanted to go out west. So all the Texas teams got moved over. With that being said, let's go over the West. So we're going to talk about the Mountain West Conference here.
I know everybody's waiting to see fucking Fredo. That's what I'm waiting on.
He will pop up here shortly. But this is the Mountain West. With the worst odds to win the Mountain West this year, we have Coach Red Smith and Colorado State at plus 4,500. He had the final pick.
I think this is a good team. I don't think he dropped the bag. He said he feel like he fumbled 32. I think this is a solid team. The fact that you got them at 32, last year we didn't see them get picked at all. They were a hot team last year. I don't know what it is with Colorado State, but I think that's a pretty solid pick to get him at last pick for sure.
Yes, they are a 71 overall across the board. So they are a 71 overall. Bad. Next up, we have Coach Marquise Camp with WSU.
At 13, that's not bad. Well. I thought they would be in the top 15 somewhere just because they're a 3-star team. I think this is going to be a solid pick for him. He got the second best recruiting hours, so hopefully he takes advantage of that. And I didn't look at the roster or anything like that, but I think this is a pretty solid situation to be in if I'm Coach Camp.
Yeah, 13th overall pick. And he was also surprised. Yes, Wazoo at 13. Yes, Wazoo at 13. He was surprised when he said their name and they popped up. So Wazoo at 13.
I'm gonna ask did y'all think that they should fall past 13, or did y'all think they were gonna go quick? What's y'all's thoughts on 13? Because I don't know if it's like, why get them at 13? Why not 20 or something? I don't know what.
Yeah, no. They definitely thought that they're going to go higher.
Uh,
Next up, we have Coach Weeks and New Mexico, 29th pick, plus 4,000. How do you feel about that?
I don't know what to say about New Mexico. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing I can think of is you got the state to yourself. You got New Mexico State. You got the state to yourself to recruit with one other team. There's not much talent out there, but I mean, pick 29.
So,
you didn't drop the bag because you didn't have really one of the better picks. So I mean,
he was 67 overall, 69 offense, 66 defense. So this was a very, very critical pick. As you guys can see, pick 29 and pick 32 were out west. Those picks initialized those other Texas teams to move over, which completely swung the pendulum of the entire league.
Yeah,
next up, we have Coach Q and Utah State at plus 3,500.
Another later pick going out west. I don't know much about Coach Q. I'm excited to see he got him a team that he wanted. Hopefully he wanted him. I'm excited to see what he does. I haven't really like him in weeks. They're new to the league. So you said this is the weakest conference you consider?
I would say this is the weakest conference.
Okay. So
especially compared to the last conference. The last conference was loaded.
Oh yeah, the last conference that's not even close. I've seen that already. This was Bryce's spot right here at Q. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you get on the ground running. There's not much. There's an open space of pipelines out there to get to yourself for sure.
Utah State is a 71 overall, 69 offense, 74 defense. Next up, we have Trey at San Diego State, plus 3,200, the 9th pick.
I ain't gonna lie, he fumbled this one. I think SDSU is a good team, but I think he was living in San Diego. This is what kind of pick that is. Like, I want a team where I was at. I think I can name 9 really good teams probably.
So SDSU is a 76 overall. They are tied for the third best overall in the conference.
That's not bad then. I felt like he could probably now. Don't let me see fucking Boise State at 12, the 12th or 13th pick, because then I'm be a little like, yeah, you definitely fumbled. So,
but that's Trey there. How do you feel about the odds so far compared to last odds?
I think this is definitely, no disrespect, but I think this is clearly the weakest conference. Yeah, that's no disrespect. I think this is the weakest conference. We still got 2 users that we don't know nothing about, and I'm pretty sure they wasn't purposely being disrespected. We just don't have nothing on them. So
that's correct.
Q and Weeks can probably just run this shit, and we don't know. So, but as right now, I think this is one of the weaker ones for sure.
Next up, we have Dane at Fresno State at plus 3,000.
I'm not mad at this pick at all. I think that Fresno was a really good team. They have a really good running back. This is a good pick for Dane. I thought he was going to take Oregon State. And but they wouldn't.
They are 74 across the board, by the way.
Yeah, this is a good pick. I'm pretty high on Dane with this team. I'm looking at this conference, I like Dane a lot.
Yeah,
give me Dane.
All right, I hear you. Next up, we have Rayshon Caraway in Oregon State at plus 2,500 with the third pick.
Third pick. I'm glad that we didn't see a team like fall crazy far. This is a good spot. I'm not mad at this pick at all. They have a really solid team. I seen their running back was on there. He's really good. That gives him a start off. Yeah, this is a good pick. I'm not mad at this at all. He did not fumble this pick. But this conference, I'm not gonna hold you, dog. This conference is not that. It's not it. It's not it. Let's keep it pushing, man.
Oregon State, 77 overall, 76 offense, 79 defense. There is only one conference.
Hold on. Now, I ain't gonna lie. We like, I'm not saying that we're really high on these users, but Boise State hasn't gone yet.
They have not gone yet.
And I'm not sure. Like, I'm a little concerned. Let's keep it rolling. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned.
Next up, we have Ajami in Nevada.
I'm,
Plus 1,500 with the 20th
I
pick.
don't know why I thought he was gonna go like ODU or
Yes, Limp Willie, 3 conferences. Yes, sir.
Liberty or something. I thought he was gonna stay out in the Carolina area, the Virginia area. I didn't know this is a surprising pick. I think I don't know what to say, man. This is ridiculous. How many people is in this conference, bro?
There are still 3 more users that need to be revealed in this conference.
And there's 3 users left, and this motherfucker got a plus 1,500, bro.
All right.
So I'm a little concerned, man. I'm not mad. Ajami is definitely going to compete in whatever conference he's in, but plus 15 odds. Somebody fumbled Boise State. That's all I can see.
Next up, we have Daniel with Boise State with the 6th pick at plus 1,000.
I'm not mad at that. They failed at 6. I'm thinking these motherfuckers failed a damn 14 or something. Fred got him at 14 or 15. No, I'm not mad at this. I think I'm surprised they failed at 6. Shout out to Daniel, man. Shout out to him. You got a solid team. You're new to the league as well, so as y'all can see, we didn't completely disrespect the new users. Yeah, I think second best with a plus 1,000. Who the fuck we got at 1, bro? Come on.
Nevada's overall is a 69 overall, 69 across the board. My bad, Ajami.
Who we got number 1?
Next up, we have Fred. UNLV.
Oh, that's
plus 400.
That caught me off guard. I thought he was gonna go a Florida team, maybe take his FIU. I think they might have been fumbled here. What do you think? This might be the steal of the draft.
This is the steal of the draft. UNLV at 16 is big time. UNLV is a 74 overall, 74 offense, 76 defense, but they just have a lot of playmakers.
Yeah, they do. This is a steal. This is a steal. I ain't gonna lie. I think as of right now, Fred won the draft.
Yeah, most definitely. I think this is a solid conference.
We got a lot of people to get to, but right now, Fred got to be the winner of the draft. 16. I did not think this team was gonna fall this far.
Alrighty, with the best odds to win the Mountain West, we have myself and San Jose State.
San Jose, I'm not bad at this. I seen your list, and I seen some really good teams on there. So I kind of knew they was gonna go off the list. I kind of figured you'd end up here or one of the other teams, but yeah, best odds, Steven. I'm not mad at this at all.
So how do you feel about the odds? So before people complain, I felt like for one, I chose this team because I was tired of the Boise State narrative. This team is a 69 overall. So yes, Justin, that was his first name was San Jose State. That was the first person he named.
What pick did Justin have? 20 something, right?
I forget. But he asked for them. They have really good uniforms, is why I picked them. I wanted to use them last year as well. Like halfway through the year, I wanted them. So I'm very excited to use this team. It was hard to make the odds on this. Again,
but I can kind of see, like, we haven't seen Boise State, like we haven't seen Daniel play, and when it comes to like, do you think Red can? Because you got to play everybody in this conference.
Exactly.
And you got to look at everybody, and I think the odds. I mean, I was getting a little concerned of who number 1 and 2 was when I seen the third place guy have 1,000 and 1,500, but. I mean, I can see now the two top dogs in there is Fred with a steal of the draft and obviously Mr. 7 times. So I'm not mad at the odds.
All righty. So that to me was the weaker conference. But before we get into the American, which to me is the most wide open conference in BYL football, I want to remind you guys. How can I do this? I'm not going to go back. But again, remember, those 4 Texas teams were pretty much a shoe-in for the Mountain West. Had Colorado State, New Mexico, Utah State, and I think that's it. Those 3 would have not been picked. So in theory, we would have seen Savage, Alberto, and Franco in the Mountain West, which would have completely made the Mountain West the toughest conference.
Yeah, I agree.
So
that's why I thought the Mountain West was going to be the hardest, and it definitely would have been if those people were in that conference for sure.
So Q, Weeks, and Red, in the last 6 picks of the draft, basically completely flipped the landscape of our league, because it made this conference the weakest, and then it made the MAC the toughest conference. So when we were picking, bro, before pick 25, I was nervous, bro. Because in the Mountain West, it was me, Fred, Alberto, Franco, Savage. and there was still a couple teams left. So I was like, damn, like somebody else is going to get picked. But then people started picking in the Mountain West, and then teams slowly started to get pushed across. So kind of worked out nice for whoever ended up being the Mountain West. But we are moving on to the final conference, the most wide open conference. This is the American, not the MAC. Like I said, I mixed them up. But the American conference, not the MAC, like I said.
I kind of know some of the users in here now because
you got to,
yeah. But I mean,
all right.
Everybody's excited to see where the fuck Fredo is, and I gotta guess that if I gotta guess now, he's USF. But if he ain't USF, this motherfucker dropped a bag.
All right, listen. With the worst,
get up and walk out this fucking room if he ain't USF.
Get your shoes on then. With the worst odds in the American, we have Xavier Jones with Army, the first overall pick.
You fucking lying. The number 1 pick in the draft, and you take a.
Oh my god!
No way.
Army, it is, bro. Army has a 70 overall, 71 offense, 69 defense.
You know what? He didn't want to get fired. That's what I'm gonna look at it at. He did not want to get fired. He knows he gets Notre Dame, Army, Navy, and Air Force. So he played this strategically. This is a terrible pick. You fumbled the bag. You deserve to be at pick 32. This is terrible, dog.
Hey, Bubba, you okay?
Army? Get the fuck?
But I do want to tell you, the odds are plus 3,000. We just saw the odds in the other ones at 4,000 to 4,500.
That just means that there ain't that much. But I know some heavy hitters in this conference.
We will see. Who do they end up with is a question. Alrighty. Next best odds is Tucker or Limp Willie with App State at plus 3,000 with the second to last pick.
I'm gonna lie. I'm higher on him. I think like we just haven't seen enough on him. I think he'll be more. I think he'll be competing for this conference. But
App State is a 71 overall, by the way.
I had App State on my list, so I'm not mad at this team at all. I think it's a great pick to get at 31.
All right. Next up, we have Snoop and JMU with the 18th pick.
I'm not mad at that pick either. They're a really good team. This might be this might be another steal. They had like 86 overall quarterbacks. They had a really good running back. This team was solid. I just don't like that
James
area,
Madison. James Madison is a 70 overall, by the way. 70 overall.
This is a great pick. I'm not mad at that at all.
Remember, keep an eye on the odds. Keep an eye on the odds, like I said.
Is just up for grabs. The odds is dropped. Third place in the Mountain West had fucking 1,500.
Okay, are y'all ready?
Where's Jay Street? Come on now.
The next best odds is Leo with USF at plus 2,000. 7th overall pick.
I think shout out to Leo, man. Shout
out to Leo. Leo did his thing in this draft.
Shout out to Leo, man. You might have I wouldn't say the steal because you only had pick 7, but man, the fact that you got USF when this motherfucker fumbled and got a fucking service academy. God,
USF at 7 is very solid. USF
is a great pick. It's a great pick. And I think Leo came on strong last year.
By the way, USF is the best overall team that anybody has. By the way, 79 overall, 79 defense, 79 offense.
Pick, man. Shout out to Leo. I think he came on strong last year too, right before everything happened. I'm high on Leo. This is a great pick.
A lot of people are gonna say, why is he above Snoop and Xavier and Tucker? When you have a very good team like that, I think, and we're gonna talk a little bit more on why this is big for him. But Leo may have just put himself in prime position to make a lot of noise this cycle.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Leo. Shout out to Leo. Shout out to Xavier Jones for that shit because he fumbled big time.
All right, next up, we have Mike Jones and Toledo at 1,500 with the 14th pick.
This is a good pick. Toledo was really good. I just, Mike
Toledo
Jones.
Was a 72 overall.
I was certain Mike Jones might have ended up with somebody like Rice or somebody like in Texas. I think he wanted a Texas team. This is surprising a little bit. I did not expect Mike Jones to be up there, but 1,500 odds, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Next up, we have Justin and Temple.
Justin.
The 23rd pick. Temple is a nasty team, bro.
Nah, this doesn't surprise me too much
because he did Akron.
Like,
yeah, so he kind of likes that rebuild type thing.
Once he gets to the top, it's gonna feel super good. I mean, he did it last year with Akron. That team was poor, and then he got him to the top. I don't think he might not leave Temple.
69 overall team.
Akron immediately, so
this is a 69 overall team, tied for the worst team in the conference overall wise.
Nasty team.
Quit lying and put Pelf up already. He ain't that good. Yeah. We staying home this time. I hear you, Justin.
Pelf might have a solid team. I know he's in his conference. Obviously, if I had to guess, somebody like fucking Coastal Carolina.
Next up, we have Christian in Western Kentucky at plus 750 with a 26th pick.
It's a good pick, and they have a really fast wide receiver on their team. It's going to give a lot of people in this conference hell because a lot of people on this team, they have slow DBs. I looked at a lot of these teams.
Check the odds.
No, he has plus 750 odds. That means it's getting closer to the winners. And I know for a fact that his offense is going to be able to compete with almost every offense in his conference. So
this is a 71 across the board, by the way. 71 across the board.
They're not a bad team. They're solid.
Next up, we have Westside and Liberty with the 30th pick.
I would like to hear. This is a surprising pick to me. Liberty is not surprising that they went. But I just want to know the thought behind this. Everybody was complaining about Liberty.
One second. Fred, Christian is new.
Yeah, he's new. Oh,
and
Toledo's
overall is a 72, Mike.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick. At 30 is not bad at all. I just didn't see him. I thought he was going to end up in Florida. I mean, I didn't see I think there's 2 Florida teams left that we hadn't seen. I thought he was going to go back to Florida. I didn't think he would go to Liberty. This is kind of surprising to me.
All right, next up, we have Zay in Coastal Carolina.
This ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. Got good uniforms. I didn't really look much at the roster, so I really can't tell. Like, I can't get my thoughts on that. But
plus 400, by the way.
And at 19, you can't even be mad at it. And this is a solid pick.
All righty. With the next pick, we have Sterling and ECU at plus 400 as well.
This is a team that because whenever before we came up with this plan of what we're going to do, we kind of had teams in mind. I kind of knew he had ECU in mind. And they're a really good team. They have the best uniforms in the G5. This don't surprise me at all. I think he does. They're tied for first, so I can definitely see them too. And I can also see Westside and Christian. I've heard a lot of good things about Christian. I think that.
Hold on one second, Bryce. Boise State is in the Mountain West, bro, and it's Daniel. Yeah. He picked a long time ago, bro.
You lost, brother. This is one of the conference I would kind of see like it's up for grabs for sure.
And so they are tied for first.
Yeah, they are tied for first.
Or are they?
You said what?
Or are they?
I would probably favor Zay.
We haven't announced everybody. There's still one person left, bro.
Oh, there's one team left.
There's one team left.
Wait. Who the fuck are we missing?
With the best odds to win the American Conference. Tied with Sterling and Zay is David. They are all three. They are all three
really
tied.
Good team.
So they are a 69 overall, but they have the best quarterback in the G5 for that scheme. I know David is a good.
Is he running that scheme?
So I would assume he is if he picked them. David is a good user. We saw him playing the Natty against Savage, and 2 days ago they posted in the chat. I played him as well. So I know he's a solid user.
In the fucking Pac-12 last year, we played the conference championship.
Yes. So he came on later.
A 3-way tie is crazy.
3-way tie for the American. Then you have Westside and Christian right behind them with Justin right there. So you have 6 teams with under 1,000 odds to win the American. This conference is wide open, and now you see why I have the bottom teams not in the 4,000s is because I think anything could happen in this conference. This is going to be a true late night BYL. Anything goes type.
This is going to be the conference that everybody tunes in to watch for sure. This is wide open. This is a wide open conference.
All right. So now what I'm going to do now that everything is revealed, I can go through all those conferences again. So I kind of want to know something. I want to know who is your draft loser And who is your draft winner? And if you want me to move screens, let me know. But who's your draft winner and your draft loser?
My draft loser, it gotta be Xavier Jones. I mean, you had the number one pick in the draft, and you picked Army. And also, we get to watch the Army Navy game, and you're the bottom. You're playing against the best user, the best person that has the third best odds and tied for first. Like you're playing
Wait,
him.
wait,
Like we're
wait.
not playing the CPU.
When I told you earlier, I was like, there's something that's gonna irritate you, and it's the
Yeah, that
fact that
shit's
we're gonna
irritate me.
we're gonna have to sit on the Army Navy week for
Yeah,
Xavier.
we're gonna watch an Army Navy game, and me personally, I don't think it's gonna be close. Xavier says he's gonna bring that type of energy this year. Hopefully he does because I think this is an authentic reaction. I think he took Army to kind of say the kind of that way he didn't get too much hate. If he takes Boise State or USF or Memphis or because there's a lot of teams. You have Tulane, Memphis, USF, Boise. You had Fresno. Like you had a lot of good teams to choose from, Oregon State, Washington State, and I feel like if he would have grabbed one of them and didn't have, if he had went 29 and 104 again, like he wouldn't have had a great argument. Now that he's Army and if he goes the same, like people like we expect him to do that again. I think that's kind of he didn't want to. It was more of a strategic move.
Well, I
Um,
mean, he got money on the line, so that's fine
yeah,
with me.
that's he's rich,
Yeah.
so he got plenty of money to lose.
Who's your draft winner?
I would say
Let me know if you need me to cycle through.
I think go to the Mountain West. I think I'm gonna go with I want to say Fred at UNLV. What it was like 16,
16.
and well, I think the other one, I think was James Madison. I think they were pretty solid, but their overall wasn't really that high. I just think that they had a really good situation. I think, but UNLV going that late, that's pretty crazy. I would say that Leo at 7 with USF. I noticed he's the only team in Florida, and I didn't
That's
see
my winner.
No Georgia teams.
Yeah.
I'm the only team in Alabama. He has that whole bottom half of the region to himself. I think that's a steal for sure, but it's at 7.
Yeah. Let me pull something else up. How do I get it on here? I don't have it on here. God damn. Let me see.
Oh, you talking about that map?
Yeah, I don't think I have it on here. Yeah, I don't have it, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Leo and Fred. App State at 31. That wasn't bad. I had App State on my list. Yeah, there were
My winner of the draft was Leo, like you said. No FAU, no FIU, no Georgia State user or no Georgia users. Only one user in Alabama. So the nearest users to him is Jack State and Coastal. So he's gonna have all of Georgia. I'm not gonna say all of Georgia's himself because other people have those pipelines, but you guys got to remember as well with the new recruiting thing, he has a really good team already, a good program, and he's gonna be able to recruit all those guys in Florida. I mean, he's gonna have an advantage over everybody. So I think Leo's the winner of the draft to me. And if I had to go with a loser, I mean, it's hard to not pick Xavier.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not gonna
hard,
lie.
man. And I don't know. I don't know what his thought process is. I don't know if he just. I don't know what was going through his head.
Yeah, it has to be
That's a
Xavier.
very bad choice.
Yeah.
Like the number one pick in the draft, and you take Army. Like, and then I don't know if he thought he was gonna get like because I know Army plays like you won't be able to take the Air Force game off, and you won't be able to take the Notre Dame game off, and you wasn't gonna be able to take the Navy game off. So there was 3 protected games you wasn't gonna be able to move. That the Notre Dame CPU, they're probably gonna get a hold of them. You got a free Air Force. I didn't see no Air Force user, but that Navy user is gonna give you a lot of hell. You shot yourself in the foot big time here. Like
Yeah, I
you
mean,
thought you was gonna get 3 CPU games and manage. Like there is some people in there I feel like you can knock off. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you beat some users in there, but you got to play all of them. So that's where it comes. That's hard right there when you got to play all of the games. Um, I feel like you dropped a bag big time. I just have to be irritating to the whole league to see that. Like this man
yeah, I
had the number
mean,
one pick in the draft, and he took a service academy. Arm. He didn't even pick the best service academy. Like, come on, bro. That's
well,
terrible.
Army is better than Navy, unless Air Force is better than both of them.
Well, they're better because overall, but if you go look at the rosters, like I don't think it's close. I
Yeah.
think that they just overall the whole team, the
Yeah.
starters for Navy are way better than the starters for Army. And
Yeah. I
we're gonna
mean,
shout out to Fredo, man. You fucking dropped that one. God, you dropped that. I don't even know how. See, if I was doing this, I wouldn't even have been able to keep that to myself. You had to watch 32 people pick,
I
and you
know.
saw that go first. Like that had to have blown you.
I
Like,
mean,
come on, dog. Disgusting. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm done talking about him. He's not winning Natty. You got plus 3,000 for the rest of the year. Who do you think like is gonna be a surprise? I think in the American or the yeah, is this American? No. The actual American conference. I think Leo would probably surprise me the most. Because he did come on strong last year. And he was like, I think he came like when Savage joined the league, he got a win against him. He changed his settings a little bit, and he was really winning games. Like he really took his skill to the next level, and he has a good situation. I think he can surprise us in that conference. But that motherfucking American, the MAC conference is loaded, and
okay.
then we got to play some other people from the other conferences too. So we got to all play each other. Like I have to go play at UTSA. Then I got to host Southern Miss. Then I got to go play on the road at Texas State. Then I got to host Louisiana Tech. It's gonna be a dogfight. And then I've seen like Bryce is at what 7, 6. Like
He's
he
at
can
7.
beat everybody on that list.
Yeah.
It's a loaded conference for sure. It's definitely loaded.
Yeah. Hence
Yeah.
why, I mean, the top three are only separated by 300, and then you have a three-way tie for fourth. Um, so
Yeah, UTSA at 15. It's surprising, but I didn't. There were so many Texas teams like there. You couldn't go wrong with who you picked. I didn't expect them to be there. I thought they was going to go around that range, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's a steal, but he definitely is the winner of his selection when it comes to the MAC for sure.
So our plan for the matchups wheel, we need to make the league first. Um plus 800 as well, not gonna lie.
Look at the conference, bro. This
Yeah.
bitch is
You
loaded, dog.
so let me give you guys my thought process because Brandon had nothing to do with making the odds. You're gonna play everybody in this conference. So essentially, the way I thought of it was every time you match up, like so if I look at Savage, right? And I say, okay, he has to play all 9 of these guys. Could I see him beating all 9 of them? Yes. Then could I see him winning another game? Yes. Then you have Trill, same thing. So as you go down, you got to realize you're playing everybody in the conference. So most times you're going to have one, at most 2 conference losses. At most. You're really going to see a team that has 3 conference losses in a conference championship game. So if I look at it, I'm like, do I think Bryce can go 8-1 in this conference? I don't know. That is tough. Do I think Dev can go 8-1 in this conference? I think it's tough. I think as you go down, I think top to bottom, those teams have a higher chance to go 8-1 or 9-0 or 7-2 than the teams as you work your way down. I just think UTSA has the best team. So if I had to give an early pick who I think is going to win the conference, it would be UTSA. Not that doesn't mean that Trill or Brandon or Alberto or Dev or Franco or any of these guys can't beat Savage, but you have to get to the game first. And I think in order to get to the game, you have to have the best, one of the 2 best conference records out of everybody. And all of you guys are going to play each other. So with him having the best team, I think he has an advantage to get to the game. Now, when you get to the game, you got to beat the next best person. So,
Yeah, I'm not mad at that logic. I think, and it's not like we've seen like another person have he wasn't the
Coach
greatest,
Coach
and his odds
Fresh,
were lower. I think when you give one of the better
hold
users
on,
in
hold
the
on, hold on,
league.
hold on. So Coach Fresh has the 77 overall team. So he has him, Fresh, and Mead all have a 77 overall team. You guys all have the same overall. Now, if you go look at the all-time leaderboard, there's a big difference between Savage, Fresh, and Mead's all-time leaderboard. So that's where I came to my
Yeah, that's
my
what I was
conclusion.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, Savage went to a national championship. He went to playoffs a bunch of times. So that's where I kind of went with it.
Yeah, Jack State, we got our team. Yeah, I mean at 29, I don't know if I would have took Jack State at 7. I probably would have took Southern Miss. I asked for Southern Miss first just to see if they were there. I knew they weren't going to be there, but then I went and got Jack State. This is one of the teams I've been wanting for a long time, and I'm excited for them. I think a lot of people in this in our conference, they might not know their team as good as I know my team. So I think it kind of gives me an advantage a little bit because I've been using, even though like some of their players transfer, I've been playing with this team since they dropped, and I was high on them.
And the last one we'll go one more time is the Mountain West. Like I said, I think this is probably the most top heavy one, just because with the same logic I used before, you got to get to the game, and then you got to win again. I feel like from at least 5 on, it's going to be cannibalism in here. I just think, I think Red Smith can beat Trey. I think Marquise can beat Rayshawn. I think Q can beat Ajami. I think Weeks can beat Dane. I think it's going to be a lot of like, I'll beat that guy. Like we might see Red beat Daniel. Then we might see Ajami beat me. We might see Trey beat Fred. So I just think it's going to be a lot of, how can I put it? Like I said, cannibalism. I mean,
Yeah, if I had a, it's Jacksonville State. Jackson State is in Mississippi. Jacksonville State is in Alabama. But I think in this conference, here it's like, let's say y'all play 9 conference games. I can see where you and Fred go either 8-1, 9-0, and then the rest have like 5 losses. Like I think they're gonna beat up on each other.
yeah, I mean, I agree. I just feel like we haven't seen enough from a lot of users in here as well. Like Q is new, Daniel's new, Weeks is relatively new as well. So that's 1, 2, 3 of the 11 is all a wild card. They could come in and be the next best thing. We don't know until we kind of get into it. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I'm tripping you, right, Justin? I don't know what he's talking about.
They were talking about like the difference between Jackson State and Jacksonville State.
Oh yeah, but I'm
excited, man. I ain't gonna lie, the conference that we're the MAC is loaded. I'm excited for those matchups. It's gonna be a long season. A long season. Every week you gotta bring it. Like if you play a Bryce or a Zach week 2, and I've seen Zach even upset some users too. So it's a deep conference for sure.
Alrighty, and for the wheel, like I was saying, we need to start the league first, and everybody's gonna have to join first. Because we need to have all the schedules listed, because some people are going to have locked games in week 1 or week 2. And somebody's also going to have a game in week 0. We're probably going to have to play week 0 from now on with how the scheduling is. It's super messed up. I looked at it the other day. So ideally, I would love to start the league on Sunday. I mean, we picked the teams in 24 hours. So I would love to start the league on Sunday. I know a few people don't even have the game yet. So those of you guys who don't have the game, please get the game. We have 2 people on the wait list. So for whatever reason, if people don't have the game by Saturday night or, Saturday morning, we're just going to start. Leo said, are we starting after the title update? Last time the title update came like 3.5 weeks, a month after the game came out. I'm not waiting a month to start. That to me doesn't make any sense because I feel like it's going to lose a lot of its hype. Unless they say the title update is next Thursday or something. We're not about to just sit in the dark and wait.
I think we waited quite a bit for the last one, and then the coaches was bugged out. I think we waited a while, so
we waited a month. Yeah, we didn't start for a month.
Everybody is super excited right now. I don't think as long as there's no glitches to the league, I don't see the problem right now. I mean, other than the tackling shit, everything was playing pretty smooth to me.
Yeah, so we'll probably make the league on Friday. I may make one today, and just start. Hey, I got a scheduling conflict midweek. Huh? What do you mean by that? I'll probably make it now and just realign and see if it lets me touch a bunch of stuff. But if it, for whatever reason, after that, I'm good. Okay, you're good. For whatever reason, I'll go on the Facebook group, see if there's any bugs that anybody knows of. I know. Okay, another thing. I know there's some coach XP glitch. I'm going to be watching that. So if I see your coach is a level 50 or level 30 and it's week 6, I'm just going to boot you. So don't do nothing stupid.
Crazy.
Cozy, I want to start Sunday traveling for Monday. Oh, I got you. So we'll see. But hopefully we get a title update relatively quickly. But I'm not going to wait 3 weeks to start because, like I said, we waited last year a month, and people were getting so tired of waiting. And we were having people say, "Be patient," and only so much we can do. So there's no known bugs. We're just going to get it underway, so that way we can get everything rocking. Shout out to everybody in here. Thank you to everybody for keeping your mouth shut after I messaged you. And the reason why I know people weren't saying anything is because people were going in like, come on, Fredo, hurry up. And we were on like pick 17 already. So thank you guys. So you guys who made picks and, didn't run your mouth after. And if you guys went and DM somebody, obviously I don't know about it, but you're an asshole. So I just want to let you know that. But yeah, we're all good to go. You guys are free to change your guys' names in chat. Don't like put a ton of emojis on your name, please, because it's going to be hard to tag you and stuff. Try to make it as simple as possible. If you're Washington State, put Washington State and a dog or whatever the hell you want, but don't put like, if you're Oregon State, don't put a black and an orange emoji before your name, because then somebody tries to tag you. It's so damn hard to find you.
Yeah.
So let's try to keep it simple.
I'll go in and I'll be fixing that too. If I see anything like that, I'll just delete it.
But we'll go live either Friday or Saturday, maybe Sunday, to try to do the wheel spin if everybody can join the league in time. So that way we can do the wheel spin for the schedule release. Yeah,
y'all I think noticed that Fredo, I don't even see Fredo in here. Or was he like being a Zach where he just sees everything going on but don't say anything? Like
I don't know.
I got to go in there and talk to Fredo. Like I noticed I didn't see him one time. He usually Fredo. No, like
when we first started. Huh? He was here when we first started.
Yeah, but that's all he was Fredo here. We was talking about it for fucking 20 minutes. I ain't heard him.
He was right there.
Is that like right now?
No, that was when we first started.
Yeah, but he left. Like, or he ain't saying that whenever we was calling him out his bullshit ass fucking pick.
Yeah, here's again right here.
I want to see what he said after we said
that's it.
Yeah,
and here's another one.
Nothing about him fumbling the bag.
Yeah, I don't know.
Got hit by Mark Henry in the 2-hole. Fumbled the fuck out of it.
That's terrible. That Jadeveon Clowney type hit.
Yeah, like that's what everybody should do. Go send the Jadeveon Clowney fucking gif in the chat and tag his ass.
But yeah, we are good to go. Everybody's free to use their teams and head-to-heads now. Everybody's free to talk about your team. We might do like a little tournament or something this weekend, and put out like a tier list on who you're able to use based on your all-time record and stuff like that. But yeah, we are good to go. I'm excited. That was fun. We're going to be doing these live shows every week now with power rankings and stuff like that. We're going to get back into that. But shout out to everybody in here. I will see y'all in the chat. BYL26 is officially underway. Go Sparty, baby. Go Sparty.
Hey, Jack State. Well, Gamecocks.